Number 14. Iguazu Falls. Made up of some 275 different cascades, falls, and drops, Iguazu Falls on the Argentine-Brazilian border is the world's largest waterfall system. As such, it is the only waterfall that can rival or possibly even surpass Victoria Falls. For almost 3 kilometers in total, gorgeous falls course over the Parana Plateau, with the undoubted highlight being Devil's Throat Canyon. This is best witnessed from the Brazilian side's viewing platform, where you are greeted with teeming sheets of water, a deafening roar, and a fine spray. With lush rainforests lying around it, the falls are a treat to visit. Visitors can take boat trips along the Iguazu River or explore the nearby paths and trails. Number 13. Sahara Desert. The Sahara is the world's largest hot desert, covering most of northern Africa, making it almost as large as the United States. Contrary to popular belief, large sand dunes form only a minor part of the Sahara. Most of the desert consists of largely barren, rocky plateaus with very little sand. The Sahara receives less than 3 inches of rain a year on average. Even in the Sahara's wettest areas, it may rain only once or twice a week and not rain again for years. Number 12. Galapagos Islands. If you want to get a glimpse of what prehistoric animals may have looked like, head to the Galapagos Islands. The animals are like no other place on Earth and include giant tortoises and scary-looking iguanas. They were the impetus for Charles Darwin's controversial 19th century book On the Origin of Species. This archipelago of 18 major islands, about 550 miles off the coast of Ecuador, was formed and are still being formed by volcanic action. Number 11. Pamukkale. Pamukkale, meaning Cotton Castle in Turkish, is an unreal landscape in western Turkey, famous for its white terraces. The terraces are made of travertine, a sedimentary rock deposited by water with a very high mineral content from the hot springs. People have bathed in its pools for thousands of years. The ancient Greek city of Hierapolis was built on top of the hot springs by the kings of Pergamon. The ruins of the baths and other Greek monuments can still be seen at the site. Number 10. Zhangjiajie National Forest. Located in northwest Hunan Province, Zhangjiajie National Forest boasts some of the most impressive and spectacular landscapes in China. Part of the Wuling mountain range, the scenic area is particularly famous for the thousands of pillars and peaks that punctuate the park. Often shrouded in mist, these karst formations look incredible, and many of them tower over 200 meters high. Covered in subtropical rainforest, they rise above plunging ravines and deep gorges, with sparkling rivers, lakes, and waterfalls found here and there. Number 9. The Northern Lights. An incredible natural phenomenon, the polar lights and their captivating colors, shapes, and swirls appear when there is solar activity. The best chance to spot them will be in the winter, when the nights are longer. The further north you go, and the further you travel away from cities, the better your view will be. Besides watching them out of your window, you can also take tours into the wilderness to see the shimmering lights from secluded, light-free spots, and stay at cozy cabins and campgrounds. Number 8. Great Barrier Reef. The largest coral reef system on the face of the Earth, the Great Barrier Reef is simply colossal. Stretching for over 1,400 miles, it is remarkably visible from space, with 900 islands dotting this enormous ecosystem. Snorkeling and scuba diving are the best ways to experience the joys of the rich underwater world, while boat trips, kayaking, and even helicopter rides offer another view of the reef's gargantuan proportions. Gently sailing through the perfect turquoise waters, dolphins, sea turtles, and the reef itself visible below the waves is an unforgettable experience. Number 7. Antarctica. Antarctica, on average, is the coldest, driest, and windiest continent on the planet, and has the highest average elevation of all the continents. Although about 98% of Antarctica is covered in ice, it is technically a desert with very little precipitation. Antarctica is colder than the Arctic because much of the continent is more than 2 miles above sea level. And because the Arctic Ocean covers the North Polar Zone, transferring the ocean's relative warmth through the ice pack. Sea life in Antarctica includes penguins, blue whales, orcas, and seals. Number 6. Mount Bromo. Mount Bromo is an active volcano and part of the Tengger Massif in East Java. At 2,329 meters, it is not the highest peak of the massif, but is the most well-known. The area is one of the most visited tourist attractions in Java. The top of the volcano has been blown off, and the crater inside constantly belches white smoke. It is surrounded by the sea of sand, of fine volcanic sand. The overall effect is unsettlingly unearthly. Number 5. Victoria Falls. If you thought that Niagara Falls was large, well, Victoria Falls dwarfs it with its colossal curtain of water that stretches for 1,708 meters, reaching 108 meters in height. It is these epic proportions that make Victoria Falls the largest waterfall in the world. Breathtaking to behold, the endless flow of water that tumbles over the cliff almost defies belief. Fittingly, the cacophonous roar that rises from the gorge below and the fine spray that hangs in the air saw the falls named the smoke that thunders in the local Lozi language. Nestled on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls truly needs to be seen to be believed. Number 4. Grand Canyon. Renowned the world over, the Grand Canyon needs no introduction. One of the largest canyons in the world, it really has to be seen to be properly appreciated. Whether you visit the north, south, east, or west rim areas, it's always a giant sculpture of light and shadow that barrels its way across an awesome landscape. Around the national park that encompasses it, there are a whole host of trails and viewpoints. Cape Royal on the north rim is a top vista for many major parts of the Grand Canyon. You can even reach down to the canyon floor over a mile down in some places via steep, meandering trails. Number 3. Ha Long Bay. Located in northeastern Vietnam, Ha Long Bay resembles a scene from a fantasy story, with its thousands of limestone karst islands of different shapes and sizes. Ha Long means descending dragons, which is indicative of the silhouette of the limestone outcrops that poke out from the water. Some of the islands contain lakes, while some are hollow, with a colorful fairyland of grottos inside. An overnight boat trip is a spectacular way to experience the beauty of the bay and to see as many of the islands as possible. Number 2. Amazon rainforest. If you lived long enough to count that high, you could count 390 billion trees in the Amazon rainforest. This statistic is mind-boggling, to be sure, but then the Amazon rainforest is one awesome piece of nature, covering about 3/4 of the Amazon River basin. It is the world's largest tropical rainforest. 60% of the rainforest is located in Brazil, with sizable chunks in Peru and Colombia. Bordering countries have small shares. For sure, the rainforest is loaded with unique flora and fauna. Number 1. Serengeti Migration. The Serengeti ecosystem is located in northwestern Tanzania and extends to southwestern Kenya. The region hosts the largest mass movement of land mammals on the planet and one of the most breathtaking events in the animal kingdom. Every year, 1 million wildebeest and 200,000 zebra make a 300-mile round trip from the southern Serengeti in Tanzania to the northern edge of the Masai Mara National Reserve in Kenya. The Great Migration is probably Africa's greatest safari spectacle and the most exceptional natural wonder of the world.